to a reputable school and I went through their full training course. And even though I do have a background in hang gliding, it was really important that I start from the beginning. It was wonderful. It was a 3-day course, and I came out of it not only with the skills, but also knowing my limitations.
Finding a qualified school is critical for your safety, confidence, and enjoyment of the sport. Good schools will be happy to supply references where you can contact other students who have been through their course. Let's take an introductory discovery flight with a qualified instructor.
Clear prop. Alright, anytime we're close to the ground, I want you to keep your feet up on the foot pegs here. Once we're up in the air, if you want to tie your shoes or paint your toenails or just wiggle your legs, stretch them out, you're welcome to do that. But when we get close to the ground again, put your feet back up here, alright?
Okay.
Okay, you shouldn't have to hold on, but if you want to hold on, you can grab me, grab the side bars, hold on to the back bars, but don't grab the outside lines. When we go to take off, you're going to feel a little pop as the parachute goes to inflate. As more air comes into it, the parachute's going to come up and overhead and then smooth out. Once the parachute is up and built,
Introductory discovery flight with a qualified instructor.
Clear prop. Alright, anytime we're close to the ground, I want you to keep your feet up on the foot pegs here. Once we're up in the air, if you want to tie your shoes or paint your toenails or just wiggle your legs, stretch them out, you're welcome to do that. But when we get close to the ground again, put your feet back up here, alright?
Okay.
Okay, you shouldn't have to hold on, but if you want to hold on, you can grab me, grab the side bars, hold on to the back bars, but don't grab the outside lines. When we go to take off, you're going to feel a little pop as the parachute goes to inflate. As more air comes into it, the parachute's going to come up and overhead and then smooth out. Once the parachute is up and built, then we're going to go ahead and we'll go airborne. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Alrighty. Alright, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay.
And chute's built. Check it out, make sure the lines are clean. Sound broken. Okay, the way we ascend or descend, in other words, to increase our altitude or to go ahead and lower it close to the ground, is via the throttle. Now, a lot of people have a misconception that the throttle is related to the speed of the aircraft. That's not true. The throttle is used to change our angle of attack to increase our rise or to go ahead and descend. So you see, as we pull back on the throttle, we're climbing up. And as we lower the throttle, we go ahead and descend. What's happening is, as we increase our throttle, the craft is pushed forward in front of the chute, and that changes our angle of attack so we can climb. As we decrease our RPM, the weight of the aircraft is allowed to come back with the pendulum back underneath the chute, and then we will start our descent. Notice the steering lines coming down here that are attached to the foot rudder bars. You can turn simply by pushing out, and when you push out with your foot, the line is pulled out, and what it's doing is it's creating drag on that tail or that side of the chute. That drag then allows the other side of the chute then to go faster, and so it speeds around. So if you push on the right, create drag on the right tail, then we turn right. So you push right to go right, and you push left to go left. I say if you're by yourself, you're probably going about 26 miles an hour, and with two people, say a combined weight of 450 pounds, you're probably going about 30 miles an hour. Misconception is that the engine has to do with the airspeed. That's not really true. All it's doing is changing the angle of attack. Our weight is our primary airspeed engine. So how fast are we going? Well, it's going to depend on our weight and the drag of the chute. The more we weigh, the more we're being pulled down in through the pendulum, and therefore the more speed we have. The good part about that is it also increases the stability of our aircraft because we have a solid or more weight underneath of the pendulum. The bad part about that is we have more weight, so the inertia to create a turn is a little bit harder to make a turn. So the less weight you have, the slower you go, but the more agile your turns are. more weight you have, the more stable you are, but you have to change your timing and your turn. And because we go so slow, again, we can safely fly nice and low. We can maneuver around things. You don't need the speed or agility of a reaction time of a pro tennis player with a powered parachute. So we're only going about 26 to 30 miles an hour. You have plenty of time to react. Look ahead of yourself, give yourself some options, and know what your next couple moves are. You have plenty of time. So therefore, you can safely fly real slow. That gives you the ability to check out the terrain that an aircraft, like a general aviation